Oppression towards gays and lesbians. The oppression started in 1970s. There were many vulnerable populations during this time, but this was the first time hearing about gays and lesbians. Lesbians disagreed on the emphasis of the movement on fighting discrimination towards women. World War II brought attention to homosexuality. This was a time where homosexuals realized they weren't alone and that there were others out there just like them. Homosexuality was seen as a mental illness by the American Psychiatric Association until 1973. Many were put into a mental facility to try and make them, quote-unquote, better. There was backlash on the homosexuals by the equal rights. Gay rights were repealed in 1977 and 1978 in Florida, Minnesota, Kansas, and Oregon. Harvey Milk was killed for supporting gays and lesbians in 1978. In California in the 1970s, there was a campaign to keep homosexuals from teaching in public education. Eisenhower issued an executive order to remove homosexuals from the government. Homosexuals weren't allowed to be in the military. They were either removed or denied. All conservative movements were against them having rights. It was socially okay for gangs to beat homosexuals to death. They were subject to arrest by the police, who raided gay bars, restrooms, and even personal residence. Stonewall was an example of the police raiding gay bar. There was a riot because of this, and it is a whole movement for gays and lesbians. Because of this, they developed a political agenda. It also put pressure on the American Psychiatric Association to change their diagnostic categories. And all of this encouraged homosexuals to come out publicly. Although the 1970s made homosexuals experience oppression, it started a movement that would later on give them rights.